Hey everybody, sorry I haven't been up to date on my dailies. I missed a few days. I was actually rushed to the hospital yesterday, so got home this morning. I do have a live show going on tonight with two of the creators of Voodoo Nation, new Kickstarter. That's still got just over 2 weeks left. They're looking to surely try to push up to that goal. They're very close, and they like to get into some stretch goals, aka stretch goals. Here's free stuff we were going to give away, but only if we make enough money to pay for it. So a lot of times they're cool things. They could be like extra books or whatever. Uh, they have got a shit ton of stuff. I have never seen so many, you know, one in 1 in 5, 1 in 10, 1 in 20, 1 in 25, 1 in 50, 1 in 100 variants for a Kickstarter that wasn't uh, going off the back of a major uh, name in the comic book business. So anyway, we're going to go live right here on my YouTube channel, Jerko Fan Pop Culture Chat, and we'll also be live on the Outright Geekery Facebook page. I am simulcasting now that I pay for this, sadly out of pocket. So if anybody would like to come on board as a sponsor, coffee sponsors would be great because I drink lots and lots of coffee. Um, but anyone, especially with a business that relates to geeks that wants to sponsor me, so my broke living on Social Security backside crippled guy in a wheelchair doesn't have to pay money out of pocket and hopefully grow the channel nice and big. But I figure that's falling on deaf ears. But anyhow, there were a number of big things that went on because there was no San Diego Comic Con this year. I'm kind of glad. The big shows had gotten way too big. None of them have really anything to do with comic books. It's all, yeah, we're going to shove all you guys in the corner. Yeah, back here in the corner. And then the rest of this huge place is going to be taken up with, all our Hollywood guests that, are all millionaires and, make way too much money for this. Because I guess the guests don't get to set how much they charge. The venue sets how much they have to charge. So the venue basically wants to get their money back for what they're paying for these people to be there. They basically want everything for free, like everybody else nowadays. They want everything free. No, I do not have the Rona. But anyhow, they did a special, I'm thinking, Zoom version of the Eisner Awards, because the Eisner Awards go on every year at San Diego Comic Con. So a big congratulations to Stan Sakai, who won 3 Eisners, one for lettering, one for his big giant compendium that came out from IDW this year. I mean, it's a huge, like oversized artist version slipcase that IDW makes. But this is, the other ones are just like, big, like oversized, like hardcover books. They're beautiful. But this one was done, and it's a slipcase, beautiful leather. They're all hand signed. The top shelf version is all hand signed by Stan Sakai with a tip-in art plate, which means there's a free sketch in the book, but it's not a page in the book. It's a plate that they tip into the book. So it's like smaller than the book on a page. So if this is the book, it might come, to here. So it'll be like a smaller piece, but it's still like a free sketch. The book itself is pretty pricey, but all those big collections like that are. And there was a third one that might have been for the color version. I'm not sure. And then image one in a bunch of different categories. Of course, there was one category that encompassed a bunch of books, but at the lead of that book was, of course, Jeff Lemire's Gideon Falls. And there were a few other new books that took honors away as well. So, big congratulations to Stan Sakai and Usagi Ujimbo, who is getting his own series on television, and they're also doing a recolorization. So that is some of the bigger news. I got a couple of, there's some more books coming out. I'm probably going to end up doing, how do you say, some short, 5-minute video reviews. So because nobody wants to read, especially on Facebook. If you go to a website and you pop open an article, you might actually read most of the article. You go on Facebook and you see something because everything's compressed to this, this little narrow square space. So if it's a longer article, it's going to go way down to the bottom of the page. Nobody wants to read that much. They basically want to get the gist and the headline and be like, okay, give it a click, give it a like, whatever. If it grabs their attention enough to read it, they want to get everything pretty much right away. People are, especially nowadays, people are freaking lazy. Yes, I know I'm lazy too, but that's why I'm going to be doing 5-minute video reviews. Sorry. And I'm probably going to start with a review of Jared's book from Mad Cave Studios, Dryfoot, because Jared was supposed to be a guest last Wednesday on the podcast, and he unfortunately had to cancel due to issues with getting called into work. On top of writing comic books, he has a real job too. So he got called into his regular job. Plus, he had a deadline to meet for issue 3, because issue 1 hits the stands, and I think next week or the week after. It was a good read. I enjoyed it. It's you'll see more when I do the review, but it's set in the 80s down in South Miami, and it's just a story about a bunch of teenagers, but older teenagers, 15 to 18, that they're all hanging out in Miami, and a lot of them from broken homes and various issues, which I'll get into a little bit in the review. And so they come up with a cockamamie plan to rob a bunch of drug lords. Now, I did a lot of stupid shit when I was a kid, and I did a lot more stupid shit when I was an adult. But it's a really cool story so far. Good character development in the first issue. I will probably also be going into Stargazer. That's the new #1 coming out, and the writer for that book was actually on the podcast, so I want to get reviews up for their books, and there's a few others, like some #1s or other ones that I've been reading off to the side that I want to do something on, and I'm more apt to do something like this now that I've got the equipment than I am to sit down and typity type. I'd rather watch The Mandalorian again and have some chicken nuggies. So either way, that's what's been going on in the last few days. There's been some big blow-ups between me and management over at the website. Well, oh no, that's right. There is no more website. And he doesn't want to talk about it and gets all hostile. And getting all bitchy, doesn't understand that, if I wasn't staying, I wouldn't have bothered forwarding him any emails. I would have just told him to get fucked, which I actually did, because I'm just sick of this bullshit. It's like everything is great unless it's something he doesn't want to do or something he doesn't like. Then it's stupid or boring or has no value whatsoever as far as he's concerned. So, and then I had a bit of a blowout, mostly because the website is run by a bunch of liberals with TDS. And if you know me in real life or have seen my Facebook page, you know politically where I stand. So, and I don't give a damn who knows. I'm part of the majority, but I am silent by no frickin' means. Okay, enough of that. I hate talking politics. Well, I do and I don't. I hate talking politics on this channel. But either way, that's some of what's been going on. Hopefully we'll be able to, work things out. But, now that he doesn't have a website, now he wants me to actually do more. And I'm like, you're lucky I'm sticking around to do anything. Fuck off. I deal with some of the PR. Now that I'm using my own personal email address with the publishers, I can forward stuff because every system that they used through the website server would stop blocking you from forwarding anything at all. So, and he wouldn't read anything of what I was saying. It's like, your system won't allow me to forward anything to you. Okay, so forward it to me. And that was most of our 5-second conversations. And then I would, get pissed and jump down his throat. And then he would get mad because, I'm a Gen Xer, everybody calls me a boomer. But enough of my bitching and moaning. More comic books. I had a very unsuccessful reply auction on Facebook. So I might try to do it in one of the sale groups. Not sure which one. I came across a whole bunch of blank covers, most of which are all going to my good friend that has done some sketch covers and art and stuff for me, Mike Doherty, who was a guest on the show one week. We just geeked out. We we talked for like over 2 hours on this show. It was crazy. But I'll be back later on, right around 8 o'clock with that live, and who knows, I might go, if I can get images and stuff in order, I might actually go live and do me do a do like a mini review of those books, one and then the other, because I'm bored. It's either that or I'm just going to play video games and read comics, because there's not really much else to do. So I thank you for tuning in. I want to thank everybody that is subscribed to my paper. Man, maybe I am a fucking boomer. That is subscribed to the channel. John, David, Jabo, Randall, and a few others. So hopefully everybody can, start sharing it out and, telling any of their like-minded friends to join. I'm hoping to build this up more and more. So, and try to get back on track with the dailies. Now that I'm home medicated and feeling a little better. Also, if you've been watching Stargirl, the new episode is supposed to be phenomenal. Spoiler alert. 1, 2, 3. The name of the episode gives the episode away, but it is Shining Knight. So there was rumors that the janitor at Courtney's high school might have been Dr. Fate until a couple of weeks ago when he dropped his mop and she picked it up and handed it to him. And gave the thank you nod, and he went into the janitor's room, and one of the mop buckets in the corner had his sword and it was glowing. So I got all excited. I go, "Who is Shining Knight?" So there's 3 groups going on in the Stargirl show. You see, obviously at the beginning, and then flashbacks and talking there of the JSA, and of course Shining Knight, even though he was in issues of the JSA and Justice League of Earth 2, he made appearances when they would bring in the Golden Age heroes of the 7 Soldiers of Victory. And I know Thomas and I reviewed a book a couple weeks ago, All-Star Squadron #1, which I have a signed and graded copy right here with Jerry Ordway's signature right underneath Spectre. But he was part of the story in there. And I don't know what else, but I've been rambling way too long. It says I've been on 6 minutes. I think it's more like I've been on 26 minutes. I don't know. But we're going to end this daily. Went a little longer than I like to, but I haven't done this for a couple of days, so hopefully we'll get these back on track and we'll get some other stuff cooking. So there's some regular daily content, new video reviews, and I will be simulcasting all of the creators' outlets here. All right, time for more coffee, and we'll catch you guys a little later on tonight. Please jump in the live chat if you have any questions. Toss the questions in there, or remarks, or anything about the book we're going to be talking about tonight. These Kickstarter creators outlets are really cool to find out about new upcoming artists, and both of you guys have had multiple successful crowdfunders. So, if you know somebody that's trying to do, thinking about doing their own book, it might be a good idea to have them come in and maybe ask these guys some questions about, the do's and don'ts. All right. Until later on tonight, I will see you then, and take care, be safe, and go read some comic books.